Example number 5.
People on YouTube are going to think we're crazy.
Okay, example number 5. I think this is Wiley. It looks like Wiley, right? Okay, let's call it Wiley. Wiley hiked into, you guys don't know this. You remember do you know the Roadrunner?
Yeah.
And Wile E. Coyote?
Wiley.
Oh, and that's why they picked Wiley, because they're always in the Grand Canyon, right? Okay.
Like a Wile E. Coyote.
Oh, thank you for joining us, SK.
I gotcha.
She's with us. Welcome to class. Okay. Wiley hiked into the Grand Canyon from its south rim. Now, I'll tell you this. 2 years ago, every year, my daughter and I, we take a dad-daughter car trip. It's our annual dad-daughter car trip. And 2 years ago, this past year we drove around, we did New England. 2 years ago we drove from San Francisco to Dallas, okay? And we went to the Grand Canyon. But we didn't go to the south rim, we went to the north rim. And the north rim is beautiful. It looks very different than the south rim. The south rim is kind of dry and barren, much more of a desert landscape, if you're thinking about it that way. But the north rim is these huge pine trees, very green. It's beautiful. We did some running, and so I'm just giving you a little information, Taylor. That's what I do for nothing. I just throw that in there, right? I'm making you think about the Grand Canyon. It does not disappoint. You hear everybody go, oh, Grand Canyon, it's so awesome, you gotta go see it. And you're like, well, you built it up so much, surely it can't be that great. Look, they call it the Grand Canyon for a reason. It's amazing. I'm serious. When you get there, you go, oh my, this thing is amazing. It doesn't disappoint. I don't say my word. I say my goodness. I was thinking about that the other day. Anyway, I don't say that. So Wiley hiked into the Grand Canyon from its south rim, which is 6,876 feet, or 6,876 feet above sea level. All right, I'm just going to draw a picture. Okay, here's the Grand Canyon. Isn't it impressive, just like I said it was? That's right. That's right. So he was here, Wiley, I'm assuming it's a guy, 6,876 feet above sea level, right, positive. And then walking along the 7.8 Bright Angel Trail. Lots of trail runners run that. They race that back and forth. Anyway, it's another story. He reached he reached the Colorado River in 4 hours. At that point, he was 2,460 feet lower in the canyon. So that means that this distance is 2,460 feet lower than at his starting point. How far above sea level? They want to know this, right? How far above sea level is the Colorado River at this point? How can I write an equation? This is x. They want to know this. I don't even really need to write an equation, I don't guess. But what would I do here, Emily? How would I find out what my altitude is now? 60. 2,400. Is it 80 or 60? Yeah. All right. 6, 1, 4, 4. So now Wiley is at 4,416 feet.
And he still doesn't call the word wrong.
No. And there's an anvil hanging over his head. You guys know what an anvil is?
Yes. It's a really heavy thing.
It's a heavy piece of metal that blacksmiths would use to forge metal. Okay. It's really heavy. He always has an anvil hanging over his head. Or he's falling off a cliff. Those are the two things that happen in Wile E. Coyote.
He's the bad luck.
Good job, guys. You're ready.